Atlantic City, and Tim Ryan. Tim?
Brent, there's a sellout crowd here at the ballroom here, at the Copa Room of the Sands Hotel, where today we're going to see Hector Macho Camacho, who just has been an explosive figure on the boxing scene, against Johnny Sato, one of the outstanding 130-pounders from the Philippines, now living in Stockton, California. Of course, Hector Camacho unbeaten in 16 professional bouts, 9 KOs along the way after an outstanding amateur career, and he made his television debut nationally here on CBS against a very tough and unbeaten at the time Louis Loy from Portland, Oregon. And it was an impressive debut indeed in July of '82, as in the 7th round, the referee, Tony Perez, had to step in and stop it as Hector Camacho unleashed a non-stop attack. He showed all kinds of style and then all kinds of personality. The crowd there very much behind him in his hometown of New York City. He is the pride of Spanish Harlem. His opponent, Johnny Sato, has a victory by knockout over former 130-pound champion Rolando Navarrete, his countryman from the Philippines, and is an experienced professional at the age of 27, now living in Stockton, California, one of the tops in this weight division. Today, he and Hector Camacho are boxing over the weight as lightweights today. Well, with us, as usual, on our boxing coverage, Gil Clancy. And Gil, I know you feel as I do. It should be exciting when we go to Cali, Colombia, to see the final of that World Amateur Basketball Tournament, the U.S. and the Soviet Union. And remember, we'll be joining that live immediately at the conclusion of our boxing show here today. Gil, let's talk about the matchup here today. We've got two southpaws, and when you were watching Hector Camacho work in the gym the other day, you had some comments about him boxing yet another left-hander.
Yes, but you know, Camacho is a speedster. He's a tactician, but his moves are patented against regular fighters. Against the southpaw, I think he's going to have to change and become more of a puncher. Now, with Sato is a cool customer. He's a veteran, and he can punch. So this should bring out the best in Hector Camacho. It's a good test for him.
All right, Johnny Sato and Hector Camacho, and with us also on our coverage today, once again, is the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. And Ray, talking about Hector Camacho, you got to see a little bit of yourself in this young man with those flashy hands, that great style, personality. He's even good looking.
Well, I tell you, Jim, this is a great comparison between the two of us. I mean, he's somewhat cocky like I used to be, but really, this young man has what the boxing public demands. He has charisma, he has style, and a great personality. I see a great future in Hector Camacho.
20-year-old Hector Macho Camacho against the veteran 27-year-old Johnny Sato, his sternest test yet, as he tries to work his way to a title bout at 130 pounds and then to campaign in the lightweight ranks. Underway in the ring right now is the ring announcer, Ed Darien. Let's go up and join him.
Heavyweight champion of the world, the Honorable Jersey Joe Walcott, Commissioner. Robert W. Lee and Nick D. Balistreri, Deputy Commissioners. The physicians in attendance are inside this afternoon. Chief Physician Dr. Frank B. Doggett, along with Dr. Stanley P. Rogers. The judges, Harold Letterman and John Stewart. The timekeeper to bell is Roy Johnson. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Frank Cappuccino. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round lightweight bout, referee Larry Hazard. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the red corner, wearing the maroon trunks with the gold trim, he is weighing in at an even 134 pounds. This young man has a record of 32 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws with 18 knockouts. He is ranked 6th by the World Boxing Council and is a native of Cebu City, the Philippines. And now residing in Stockton, California, ladies and gentlemen, here is Johnny Sato. Sato. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the gold trunks with the white trim, he is weighing in at 131.5 pounds. This gentleman is ranked 8th by the World Boxing Council. He is undefeated in 16 professional bouts with 9 knockouts. From New York City, New York, boxing fans, here is Hector Macho Camacho. Camacho.
Okay, shake hands now. Come out fighting at the bell. Good luck to you both.
Referee is Larry Hazard. this afternoon for this 10-round lightweight bout, and having given the instructions to the two competitors today, we see the tail of the tape. 20-year-old Hector Macho Camacho against Johnny Sato at 27 years of age, and he weighed in at 134. Camacho at 131 and a half. Camacho in gold, and Johnny Sato in burgundy trunks with a neat little fringe on the bottom. And the scoring by the referee, Larry Hazard, and two judges at ringside, Harold Letterman and John Stewart. Letterman from Orangeburg, New York. John Stewart from Lawnside, New Jersey. Tim Ryan with Joe Clancy and Sugar Ray Leonard as we watch Hector Macho Camacho in his second nationally televised bout. It is the first time on national TV in the States for Johnny Sato. We mentioned he had knocked out Rolando Navarrete in 8 rounds, and then in an NABF title fight for the North American 130-pound championship, he went 12 rounds with Navarrete, losing a split decision. It was an outstanding bout. So he is a quality fighter, ranked number 6 in the world by the WBC. Camacho ranked number 10.
Tim, I'm very impressed with Sato's build. He's built like a little bull. He's close to the ground, and he looks very, very strong.
We watched him train with Bazooka Limon when Limon was going to fight Rolando Navarrete and won the title from Navarrete. And he was very impressive sparring with Bazooka Limon, and indeed hopes that a victory here today will launch him into a title opportunity against the champion at 130 pounds, Bazooka Limon.
Tim, Sato needs to do something to compensate for Camacho's speed, because Hector has incredible hand speed, and Sato can't sit back and wait, because if so, Camacho's going to do what he wants to do.
Macho Camacho does not lack confidence. Oh, good solid left hand by Sato caught Camacho coming in. 20 years of age, and the world is his oyster. Off the streets of Spanish Harlem, he's talking world championship already. Just landed a good combination to the head of Sato.
Tim, as we mentioned, Camacho's a southpaw, but that doesn't mean that he fights many southpaws. This is an entirely different experience for him, and it's a veteran fighter. It may take him a little time to get his rhythm and do just what he wants to do, or at least try to do what he wants to do.
Landed a good solid left and then a right hand behind it. That brought the crowd alive here in the Copa Room at the Sands. Stinging jab, good balance, good movement.
Camacho's punches are so accurate. He has very good timing, very good balance, which is very important.
Under a minute to go, round 1 scheduled for 10. Sato, interestingly, had never seen Camacho. Didn't watch him on videotape. Didn't seem to be too concerned about not having seen him. Going to fight his fight anyway. Approaching the end of this first round here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Good, tough opening round for both fighters.
When you buy it.
Round 2 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Hector Macho Camacho on the left of your screen. Johnny Sato now on the left of your screen in burgundy. And the score from Cali, Colombia, USSR 43, the USA 38. 3 minutes remaining in the first half in Cali, Colombia. Remember, we'll be going to it live, joining it in progress at the conclusion of this fight.
Ray, in the corner between rounds, Billy Giles told Camacho, feint the jab, let him come, and then nail him. You think that's an easy thing for Camacho to do right now?
Well, Camacho, as I watch him, he's a very good counterpuncher, Gil. I think this young man is capable of doing anything in the ring.
Solid right hand, and that just brings a good body attack back from Sato. He is rough and tough and a skilled boxer, as you have already seen. Sato is not just a tough guy who's in there can walk straight in. He knows how to box and move.
There was that feint of that jab by Camacho, but Sato did not fall for the feint. There's the feint again.
What Sato needs to be doing, he has a pretty good stiff jab. He needs to work his jab also.
Macho Camacho electrified the national television audience against Louis Loy. Just landed a solid combination there to the head of Johnny Sato. Sato landed a left hand.
Hold it, okay.
Referee is Larry